Hi! So, welcome to my channel. That's kind of wild. Whoever thought I could be a beauty guru? I'm not. I'm like a gas station beauty guru. That's my brand. Gas station beauty guru.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in this video, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on this look here that I have, and I think it turned out pretty swell and such. So that's kind of cool. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Should I say what Nikki says?
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to see how I got this look right here, then just keep on watching. So, it has legitimately been like a whole month since I filmed this, and because like, you know, editing, we're like so good at her, like, and like forgets what to say. This video is like such a mess, but if you actually pay attention to me for that long, like, thank you. Like, today I'm going to be using the androgyny palette and this Morphe 12P palette that I've had for like a gazillion years. Apparently they don't make this anymore, and I'm kind of shook. I already moisturized my face. I used the Tarte Drink of Tea.
Drink of tea.
The Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer, and I like it. It's kind of expensive, but I like it, and it's nice. You should moisturize your face so it's not crusty. And I also primed my eyes with the Morphe eye primer, and I didn't set it with anything. And then I also put tape on my eyes just to like help with like the shape of the eyeshadow. And when you're doing that, make sure to like put it on your hands or something first so it's not like too sticky on your face. It won't hurt when you take it off.
She got tips.
I do got tips. By the way, Kevin is here. He's my assistant.
I'm the cameraman.
He's the cameraman. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this yellow shade from the 12P palette, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. And then I'm also going to put it like a little bit above my crease. Like not all the way up to my eyebrow, but like almost. Yes.
Don't you love my Ninja Turtle shirt?
Oh my god, yes. I almost wore my Scooby-Doo shirt.
Oh. I know that.
It's very sexy. I got it from Kohl's.
Oh. I think I got this from Kohl's too.
Sorry that we're such fashionistas. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take the shade Charm from the Androgyny palette, like that orange one, and then put that in my crease, but just like a little bit lower than the yellow. Because I'm too broke for new brushes, and this brush is kind of big, I'm like pinching it with my fingers. Hacks! I'm kind of just like placing it on there first before I blend it out. When I blend it out, I kind of just use like tiny little circular motions because it works. Like when you just sweep your brush back and forth like that, it doesn't really work as well.
I do that too.
So next I'm going to take the shade Fetish, this one right here, it's kind of red, and I'm just going to place that like here. Like pack it on in the inner corner, pack it on the outer corner, and then take whatever product is left and just bring it like all over in the crease, not all over. And right now I'm just like packing on the color. I'm not gonna blend it yet, and I'm like low-key winging it out because we're fancy like that. I'm also gonna pack that on my lid, and then I'm just gonna take the same brush that I used for the orange and blend it out. And I'm just like touching the brush on my skin like really lightly, because I feel like that just works better than if you just like press the brush on. Next I'm going to take some concealer and I'm going to draw like a wing liner, and I'm going to use this Lancome one because that's just the concealer that I have. You can use like whatever you want. And I'm going to use this little angled brush that I got from Michael's. It was like $3.
Morphe could never.
Morphe could never. I'm going to change the title to I'm blind. I made myself go blind? Question mark? Exclamation point.
Oh Oh.
In parentheses, traumatizing.
Hmm.
Okay, so I finished the liner and then I set it with some translucent powder because just like, in my experience, whenever I try to put like a matte shade over wet concealer, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Like, I've seen it work for other people, but it doesn't work for me. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's like maybe it's the concealer. I'm gonna take Charmin Ultra Strong. I'm gonna take Charm again, and I'm gonna pack that over the liner because I'm fancy. If there's anyone here just to make fun of me, hi, how are you? Hope you're doing swell. I am too. That's cool. Like, there has to be people who are gonna watch just to make fun of me.
Just like, well, she's kind of ugly.
Oh, she's ugly. look at her putting on eyeshadow, loser.
Well, joke's on them. You say that to yourself every day.
Yeah. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this eyeliner. It's from a brand I've never heard of called Mark. It says Mark on the edge. Hook up liquid eyeliner. Like, I've never seen this brand in stores or anything at all, but I mean, it's a blue eyeliner, and I'm gonna put that, like, I'm gonna outline the wing liner with it. I'm gonna use another Michaels brush to do that. This one's like super tiny.
Why can't I be that tiny?
That's too real, Kevin. Okay, so I finished the blue liner. It's right there. And it's kind of saucy. Yeah, that's the top portion of the eyeshadow all done. And I'm gonna go and do the other eye off of camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna do my face now. I'm gonna use the NYX Angel Veil to prime. Who fell asleep?
We fell asleep.
Yikes. I thought you said you fell asleep, and I was like, rude! I'm also gonna use the NYX Pore Filler just like in my T-zone.
Me too.
It got on my hand right there, so I'm just like... Next I'm gonna use a color corrector in my under eyes because they're bad. They're very bad. And I use the
No,
LA...
no.
Huh?
They're not bad.
Yes, they are. Yeah. And I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. I just like dab some of it on there. I like this one because it's kind of like lightweight, so it doesn't like make my under eyes look cakey when I put more concealer over top of this. Because like I used to use this NYX color corrector in my under eyes and it would like get all cakey and stuff.
It's kind of a look.
This is a look.
Yeah.
I don't look crazy at all.
No.
I should just stop here.
Yeah.
That's the end of the tutorial, guys. Okay, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some translucent powder. I use the Coty Airspun one because it's cheap and it works. Don't come for me. And I'm just gonna put it in like everywhere that I get oily using my little sponge friend. And I'm also gonna take like a tiny bit and put it like over the color corrector so it won't like mix in with the concealer, because that's happened before and it did not look good.
Oh. Oh my god. What is that? Lucia.
This is she might look like a snail and she might be crusty, but she's still here and she's still thriving. It's fine.
What happened to it?
I don't know. You know what? I feel like the sponge is me because she's such a wreck. She's so ugly. She's a mess and she's dirty, but she's still here and she's still trying.
She's kind of skinny.
Yeah. I should name her Patricia. Bertha.
Like Bertha.
Bertha.
Yeah.
Alright.
Her.
Bertha's thriving.
Yeah.
Okay, next I'm gonna do foundation, and I use the L'Oreal Pro Matte one because it's cheap and it works good enough. And I'm also gonna mix in some of this Anastasia Liquid Glow in the shade Bronzed, just because I impulsively bought this and I needed something to use it for. So yeah. I want to try like the Morphe foundation, but I mean like until the ones I'm using now run out. I'm just mixing it with the back of this Sephora spoolie that I thieved because I'm too cheap to buy an actual spoolie.
To buy spoolies when you can just like steal them from Sephora.
Yeah, exactly. Also, hack time. When these break, like mine did, you can use this end right here for eyeliner. Yeah, like I've done it before and it works. I'm sorry, I'm a hack person now. I don't know what those are called.
Laura DIY could never.
Laura DIY just fell over.
She just like lost all her subscribers. They all came to you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm like, oh, I heard of this newfangled DIYer. I'm just gonna blend that out with my Morphe M439 brush and hope to God I don't get it in my hair, because since it's light, when I get makeup in it, you can definitely tell. And it's not a look. It's really not. I low-key need to poop.
Oh.
I should keep that in. And then I'm gonna switch to my Real Techniques sponge when I get to my nose, just because my stomach just made a noise. Just because I feel like it just does it better. Great explanation. You're such a good beauty guru. I feel like it's a little bit more cakey when I try to blend my nose foundation with a brush. I'm gonna do concealer now, and I'm gonna use the Lancome. Oh, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. The Lancome Tanti Dol concealer, and I use the lightest shade because I can. And I'm running out, so it's very hard to squeeze out, but it's fine because I refuse to buy more until it's all gone. And I just use my fingers because that's how fancy I am. Also, like, I'm just gonna clarify, my uploading schedule is gonna be worse than Garrett Watts', so that should be fun.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this video is probably gonna take me like 4 weeks to edit. Like, not even exaggerating. Just because, like, I don't have time to do it on the weekdays, and then on the weekends I literally just want to sleep all day. Because, like, you know, school is fun.
Sleep is key to, like, not going insane.
You think I don't know that, Kevin? That's why I am insane.
That's kind of a cute noise.
I love that noise. And I just put the concealer on, like, all the high points of my face just to, like, bring some dimension in. Because we're fancy. And then I also put it like underneath where I'm gonna contour later. I don't know what to talk about right now.
We like school.
Oh my god, school's the worst. If like somehow you're not just like one of my friends here out of pity, I'm a junior in high school and I hate it so much. Like, I don't know, people always told me, like, oh yeah, sophomore year is the worst. I would do, like, 3 more sophomore years instead of this right now.
The only reason sophomore year was bad because of the project.
Mm-hmm. And that wasn't even that bad.
It was kind of bad.
Like, it could have been worse.
And that's literally all we learned about the entire, like, year.
Yeah, I know. And then, like, oh my god. Literally, school is just like testing this, testing that, college this, college that. It's like so, oh my god, I'm so stressed. Like, yeah, like, okay, like the SBAC, we had the SATs a few weeks ago. That was stressing me out so bad. And I have AP tests coming up. And I remember I like forgot to pay for mine and I like freaked out. Oh my god. But, like, I got it done. I got it taken care of. But, like, I don't know. I'm super nervous for them. Because it's just, like, if I don't pass, then I don't get the credit. And they're both so hard. I'm taking, like, AP Lang and AP Psych. And they're not easy. Love AP Psych, though. Mr. Coring is a queen. Stan him. High key. I set my under eyes with the Too Faced Born This Way powder. And like, yes, I like it, but it also gives me flashback, and the only reason I'm still using it is because I spent my money on it and I refuse to let it go to waste. So I'm gonna keep using it until it runs out. And then I'm gonna set the rest of my face, like mostly where I get oily, with the Coty Airspun powder. Like, I've heard of other people getting flashback from this powder, but I've never had that problem with it. Okay, so I did my brows off of camera, and now I'm just gonna wipe off all of the powder with another powder. I use the L'Oreal True Match powder. I don't know, it's here. I don't know if it's that good, but I use it. I'm so knowledgeable. And yeah, I just kind of put that mostly where I get oily, and then just kind of lightly put it over other places I put powder. Yesterday, I found like a spider in my car, and I was driving, and I like literally screamed like so loudly. It was so bad, and I had to like pull over and try to get it out, and it was like, that was fun.
Other people hear you?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I didn't have any of my windows down or anything, but you know how my screams are.
Yeah, they're very loud.
My screams can get a little bit loud, just a little bit.
Literally, if you scream at school, the whole school can hear you.
I can't tell if you're exaggerating or not.
No, I'm not exaggerating.
Like, if I scream outside of school, like, people across campus can hear me.
Yeah.
Perfect. So all this happened while I was blasting My Chemical Romance.
Oh.
Because it was March 22nd, and I decided I would reminisce about the good old days.
Really good old days, though.
They were days. I'm putting a brow gel in my brows. This is the NYX tinted brow gel. And yeah, so they don't run away, because that wouldn't be fun. What if you were just walking around down the street, and then all of a sudden there's a pair of brows just like running?
Oh.
And there's some girl running behind them with no eyebrows, like, hey, come back here. That would be me if I didn't use brow gel. Oh my god, remember the swimming unit in PE?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And you didn't want to swim because you had makeup on.
remember you would joke and be like, you're gonna go in the pool and then there's just gonna be a pair of eyebrows floating in the water. And it actually happened. Surprise. I'm gonna get back to the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use the shade Swallow. This one, like the dark blue one right there. And I'm just gonna put that like right here. Like on my lower lash line, but I'm only gonna take it halfway in. Here we are using this hack again. I'm a professional. Now I'm just kind of placing it on there. I'm not really blending it. I'm going to, just not at the moment. And next I'm going to take the shade Military, the green one, and I'm going to put that on the rest of my lower lash line and kind of blend it into the blue. I love doing extra makeup to go like nowhere. I'm just kind of like placing it on there and bringing it into the blue a little bit. There's like somebody mowing their lawn or something outside.
So loud.
My goodness. Somebody doesn't like grass. So I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. And I use the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost highlighter in the shade Wet Dream. I like really, 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 really like this one a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like, it's so nice.
Like a lot.
Like a lot. And I use it like almost every single day. Lawnmower noises. What kind of lawnmower makes that noise? What even is that? Do you think it's like a leaf blower or something?
I think so.
Maybe it's just an angry leaf blower.
Yeah, I think it's a leaf.
It's an angry lawnmower. I'm going to take the brush that I first used the yellow for, and I'm just going to blend the shadow into like the highlighter. Now I'm going to put on mascara. I use the L'Oreal Blush Paradise mascara. forgets what to do. So next I'm gonna do my face stuff, because I do my lashes last because I always get powder on them no matter what. Like, I just can't avoid it. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. What?
The brush.
What? There's nothing wrong with it, Kevin. It's fine. It still works. It's fine. They're all beautiful just the way they are. You know how much I'd have to pay for a new one? Like $5, Kevin.
Honestly.
It still works.
I'm like Wet n Wild, they're like $2.
$2. I don't know, that sounds like quite the investment. Oh my god, hack time. You can use a spoolie to get mascara off your face if you get it on there. But it has to be dry or else it won't work. But yeah, there's another use for the Sephora spoolies that are free. For contour, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have the middle shade in a single one because I ran out of it in the actual palette. But I'm going to use that and go like right here. Just to like, you know, to like contour. And then for like under here, I'm going to use the darkest shade in the Shade and Light palette, but only like a little bit. And then for my forehead, I'm going to go back to the middle shade and just really hope I don't get it in my hair. This is where it always happens. It's just like, ugh.
Do blondes have more fun?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, any. Who would ever dye their hair blonde? Losers. Who dyes their hair? I don't know anyone who would ever spend money to get their hair done.
It's not like you had like crazy fun green and red colors.
Oh my god, green was not it.
Did you dye it yellow?
Oh my god, my past hair colors are not something we need to talk about right now. And then I'm gonna take my powder brush from earlier and I'm just gonna like do that. Kind of like, I don't know, soften it up a little bit. And then for under my cheek contour, I'm going to take like the light shade on top of this. And I'm just going to put it like underneath. And then for blush, I'm going to use this NYX one. It's in the shade Summer. And I put on a lot. I like to look like I just got slapped in the face. You know?
Yeah.
That's my aesthetic. And then I put like a little bit on my nose just because I like how that looks. So that's just how fancy we're getting. Told you. Nature's cup holders. And I'm going to use two highlighters because I like to layer them. I don't want to use this one. So first I'm going to use this one from Morphe. It's in the shade Extra. Just gonna slap that on there. And I just put it like on the highest point of my cheekbones and then like a little bit around here, like around my eyebrow, and then on the cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, like on my nose, like between my eyebrows, just because why not, and like a little bit on the forehead. Now I'm gonna use that Jeffree Star highlight again, except I'm gonna wet the brush for it. Saw a video where someone was literally being like, you shouldn't wet your brush before you put it into your makeup. But it's fine. And yeah. My throat just made a sound. I don't know what it was. If my highlighter gets too close to the eyeshadow, I just kind of take this. I just kind of do that. And then I take my blush brush from earlier and I just like do this. Just to like kind of clean it up a little bit. Should I make myself my own wallpaper like Kevin does? Look! Can you see it? Wait. You see that? Conceit. I hate myself so much. Self-esteem, who's she? Literally own face as your wallpaper. Before I put on lipstick, I'm going to put on some lip balm. Today I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Sandstorm. I really like these lipsticks because they're like I think they're only like $7, but they're like really pigmented. And they're comfortable too. Oh my god, tea.
It's funny.
I exercised this morning. I like went jogging on a hiking trail.
Who is she?
It was wild. And I think I'm gonna make it like a regular thing now. Like, you know, as much as I love being a fat pig, I don't know, I'm like kind of proud of myself. Like, not like low-key, like high-key. Like, wow, I did that. And I didn't even die that bad. And because I'm like so terrible at putting on lipstick, I have to clean it up with concealer, like always. I don't know why I'm doing lipstick right now because I usually do my lashes first and then lipstick. Okay, I'm gonna use these lashes. They're from Morphe. They're in the style Temptation. And whenever I wear these, people tell me I look like a bird, so... But that's okay, birds are cool.
They're kind of adjusted.
Yeah, like an ostrich?
Yeah.
Damn. Magical. Do ostriches only live in Australia?
I don't think so.
Do they even live in Australia?
I don't think so.
What? No, ostriches live in Australia. They have to. I use the Duo lash glue just because they had it at Sephora when I needed to buy lash glue, and so now this is what I have. I swear ostriches live in Australia.
I'll look it up.
They have to.
Wild ostriches live in the dry, hot savannas and woodlands of Africa.
That's like the same thing.
Africa and Australia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And yeah, that's the end of the look, guys. I hope you liked the video, and you can like subscribe if you want to. Only if you want to, you know. The next video will be out at some point. I don't know when. Honestly, just subscribe so you can see him again. He's so cute. Oh my god. Look, he's so cute. Oh my god. This is my son Remington. Okay, bye.